Hello, everybody, and welcome to the IWC Radio Podcast, our Crown Jewel preview show. Joining me this evening, I'm Smoot. Hello, hi. Along with Chucks and Will. Bean's still on assignment of not being here. So, how you guys doing?
All right.
All right, well, there you go. That's the show. We'll see you next week, everybody. Take care.
Maybe Beans has gone to Crown Jewel.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's stuck on the tarmac. Can't get out.
Maybe.
He is on the payroll for them, basically.
Exactly.
For
WWE or Saudi?
Okay. Well, I don't know about Saudi. That's a good.
I never know with that guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't have cans this week. I have bottles. So it's gonna sound
I'm a bottle
like that.
Still not too bad.
So maybe he is. Maybe he's gone to the beautiful city of Riyadh, Jeddah, or whatever it is this week.
I'm glad you didn't say the other thing. Like we were
No.
before the show. Yeah, I completely didn't even realize that this event was this Thursday, and it was kind of snuck up on me. And it's the first one that they've done since the pandemic here, technically, or coming out of the pandemic, or since having shows with fans and things like that. So, in a way, I'm kind of looking forward to that. However, I also think it's going to be, kind of I wouldn't say shit show, but it's going to be interesting with the female matches over there because it wasn't very well received the first time, so I'm kind of interested.
Apparently, they wanted to make the show. This is going from a couple of different reports, but they want to make this an actual worthy show, if that makes sense. As in, I think the last year felt a bit like a glorified house show.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Whereas apparently and to be fair to them, they have done a lot more in terms of the stories revolving around what's happening. They've all been fairly well featured on both Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
And it does feel like a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to say it's WrestleMania style kind of show, but it feels like a bigger event than it probably should be. Because it's not one of the big four. It should just be a bog standard pay-per-view, but it feels a little bit different this time around. They've actually seemed to put a bit of effort into the build to it, and the card's not too bad either, I don't think. So
yeah, it seems like
I'm hopeful. Let's put it that way.
A fairly good mix of they've got Lesnar and Goldberg back.
Yeah.
They've got a Mansoor match on there, so it's still a Saudi show, but they do have some real names on there too. Randy Orton's on there, and they're using the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
And then 2 women's matches as well, so that's something.
Well, even with Mansoor, I mean, we're joking. Obviously, it become a bit of a joke, hasn't it? The last 3 or 4, he just appeared on the show, and obviously he's from Saudi Arabia, so that makes sense. But even with him, they've actually given him a bit of a build this time. He's been on Raw since late last year, and he was in this tag team with Ali, and now they've kind of split up, and now he's having this match with Ali. So they do seem to have put a bit of effort into this one. So it remains to be seen if the show turns out as well as it could be. But yeah, I mean, they've even got they got some pretty big names like Orton, Goldberg, Lesnar, Edge.
Edge, yeah. Got the Hell in a Cell. Didn't even mention that.
The Hell in a Cell, yeah. So
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I can't believe they're doing a Hell in a Cell over there.
Yeah.
I was skimming the card here. So it definitely seems more like an actual pay-per-view than a house show. I do agree with that.
Yeah. Hopefully it turns out as good as it looks.
Should we get into the prediction game though?
I guess so.
Alright,
yeah.
Unless there's anything from the TVs that we need to know before that, because I'm out of the loop.
The only thing, it's not really before actually. It's something that's it's going to happen. Let me see which
The
match it was.
semi-finals,
The semi-finals, yeah. There's 2 matches still to happen on Raw. So obviously we don't know the winners of those yet. And then obviously we won't be on here. By the time we come on here next week, this will all have happened. So.
But like other stuff, like if Seth Rollins laid Edge out last week, then that generally means that Edge is going to win on the pay-per-view. So that kind of stuff could be helpful in informing our predictions here.
To be honest, I can't actually remember. There was nothing major from Raw. The only really bit, the main focus of SmackDown was the contract sign between Lesnar and Reigns.
More contract signings. Actually.
Yeah, but it was Super Side SmackDown, wasn't it? They went an extra half hour.
Yeah.
Because
they were on FS1.
They were on FS1, and they were also going against Rampage.
Oh yeah.
And Tony kind of had a funny thing to say about that too. It was kind of funny.
It's the Friday Night Wars. What did
what did he say?
Let me see here. No, not that one. That's an old. Hold on. I'll find it here. Should we here? While I'm looking up that, should we go for the first match here?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Let's kick off with the aforementioned Mansoor versus Ali. I'll throw it out there. I've got a strange feeling that Mansoor is going to win.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tells me you might win.
What makes you say that?
I think, yeah. I think he's got what it takes. Pull off the upset victory in his hometown. Well, actually, no, it's his hometown, but his own country anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's from Riyadh. Okay, there you go. Hometown.
Is he from Riyadh? Okay. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, Ali's not winning this.
Alright.
Oh,
I
these
was surprised this just happened actually, because I thought they were going somewhere with them being a team.
Yeah, they were going here.
Oh,
They were a team just to split up again.
I'll go Mansoor as well.
But yeah, you're right. I think they were created to be split up again. I think.
This Ali guy is having no luck with tag partners.
Yeah, does he? He should go on his own. Well, hang on, that didn't work out very well.
I don't look out either. So who's? I've lost track, but T-Bar and Mace are on different shows now.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know
We
which
don't
one.
know which one's on which or which one Mansoor is on, but they could reform the whole retribution there.
I think Mansoor's staying on Raw.
Mansoor's staying.
I think Mace might be on SmackDown. Which would be the other one on Raw.
Well, I'm sure none of them are doing anything better. Which is saying something.
Yeah.
Reforming retribution is
See, that's another one that they were kind of trying to be a bit of a team as well. Mason and T-Bar. And I thought they might give him a bit of a chance at least. I didn't think they were going to be anything special, but now they've been split as well.
Yeah, I hear they split all of the women's tag teams too.
I hadn't noticed that, but yeah, you're possibly right.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do. They do love splitting up tag teams. Let's move on to No Holds Barred. Is Goldberg gonna kill Bobby Lashley?
Yeah. He's not even hiding it anymore. He just keeps telling him he's gonna kill him.
He just keeps saying it.
You can just see Kevin Dunn's face in the truck. Oh, now he's
I
it
mean,
again.
if you're gonna kill somebody, what better way to do it than in Saudi Arabia?
Well, yeah.
No holds
might
barred.
get away with it.
No holds
Totally
barred,
legal.
exactly.
Yeah, well, you know, the government get away with killing people, so maybe he will.
Oh wow, you've just come out and said it there.
Yeah, well, you know,
Wow.
they're not going to get me, are they? Let's be honest. If I'm not here next week, you know what's happening.
God, Lashley's been losing a lot. Last I saw.
They've been doing such a good job with him too.
Yeah.
Last couple of years, he barely loses. He's looked great.
Does he still have the Hurt Business guys with him, or no?
Yeah, they came back, didn't they?
Man, it's gotta be Lashley. I'm sorry.
They split, came back. Yeah.
It's gotta be Lashley.
But are they going to be in Saudi to help him out?
Oh, that's a good point.
That's the point, man.
Is Son of Goldberg going to be in Saudi Arabia?
A Gage.
On the October 4th episode of Raw, Goldberg appeared and proclaimed that he would kill Lashley for what he did to his son. Lashley came out and stated that his attack on Gage was a misunderstanding which Goldberg refused to believe. Lashley said he would face Goldberg at Crown Jewel on the condition of the matches in the holds barred match, which Goldberg gladly accepted. Why would you offer the no holds barred stip to a guy who's threatened to kill you?
Good point.
Goldberg's also got a new catchphrase as well. He said on Raw, bit of a modification on his old one, but he said, "You're next, and you're dead."
Oh my god.
So you know.
Good luck marketing that.
That's got a T-shirt written all over it. You could have your next,
Right,
and
I'm
then
gonna
you're
change
dead.
my tune. I'm gonna change my tune. I think Goldberg wins. Nobody dies.
But nobody dies. Okay, that's an interesting twist. Everyone makes it out alive. You've got Goldberg winning.
Nobody dying.
Surely this should be a death match.
You'd think.
You would think. Goldberg. Yeah, it does make sense. Like Lashley's not the champion anymore. He can lose.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Do you have the Jewish guy win in Saudi Arabia?
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, because we're progressing on this show.
That's right.
Making history.
We're making history and making friends with each other.
Yeah.
Including Goldberg and Lashley. No one dies.
Putting smiles on faces.
They put smiles on faces. They may even shake hands at the end of the match. Mutual respect and all that.
Oh no, no, I'm not going that far.
No, then we need to show that we can all get along. The world needs now.
I'm going with Smooth. Actually, I don't normally agree with Smooth, but
Got Goldberg too.
Goldberg's winning, but no one's getting murdered.
Goldberg wins, but no murder. Okay. Gotcha. Goldberg wins, no murder. Okay.
Feels like false advertising, like a bait and switch.
No holds barred. That goes for the advertising.
What usually barred hold are we going to get in this one? Justify this step.
I think, I don't know, Son of Goldberg will probably get involved somehow. Maybe Goldberg puts up Lashley in the jackhammer and then travesty ensues. I don't know.
And the most important question I've got for this one, are they going to bring back that Titantron with the video in the middle that cuts Goldberg's name up. Did you see that one before?
No.
I think I need a visual on that.
You do.
I remember the like in the shape of a crown, wasn't it?
So, you remember when Big Cass went solo and he walked in the middle of his Titantron so it looked like it said Big Ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done the same here. I just linked in the thing.
Gorg.
Gorg.
Good old Gorg.
Gorgeous Gorg.
That might be one of his other songs, Goldberg. Good Gage Goldberg, no Gorg Goldberg.
Gage
Sorry, I shouldn't offend Goldberg's kids because he might come and kill me.
He's gonna kill you. Alright, yeah, I think I've got Gorg to win this one, definitely.
You got to put Gorg on the thing, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, I'll put it on there. Jewish man Gorg wins.
Jewish Gorg.
Yeah, alright. There you go. Now I gotta make sure it's not like.
Oh, but you're gonna search for what is
Gorg mean?
Wikipedia, I like that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You just gotta make sure it's not a slur or something.
Yeah, basically.
Well, it's not my fault. That's what they put up on
Right,
Okay.
Well, let me put that in front of it. The Jewish Gorg.
I didn't even say that, but I like it better.
Alright, there you go.
The Jewish Gorg. Let's, since we're going to hell anyway, let's go to Hell in a Cell with Edge and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, the film, this is the end of the feud.
I should hope so.
Because they both won one each, haven't they? So, this is it. This is the decider.
Rubber match. So old school. Edge is so old school. All of his matches feel old school. Even his booking. They do Hell in a Cell as the third match, the decider, at the end of a feud. So 20 years ago.
Didn't Edge just like say something like "This is my house" or something for the ring one time, or am I just thinking
That was Paige.
Yeah, I know Paige. Yeah. I could have sworn he did something similar like that though.
On the October 1st episode, Edge appeared to confront Rollins. However, as Rollins thought that Edge would not appear, he instead went directly to Edge's house and proceeded to make himself at home. What a bastard.
Which wasn't that bad, but you know.
It really wasn't. Except when he left the fridge door open for a little while.
That's true, yeah.
Pretty bad.
No excuse for that kind of behaviour.
Oh.
Wasn't the last time we saw Seth in a Hell in a Cell, that ridiculous Hell in a Cell match with The Fiend?
Yeah. I was gonna pick Edge for that reason.
Yes, I think Seth actually said in public he said that was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, he also said he wanted to strangle Vince because of it too.
He did that, yeah.
And the Fiend, or Bray Wyatt, responded saying, "If you thought that was bad, let me wait till you hear my reaction."
He did strangle him. Yeah, so Seth's not going to want a shit match again. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Seth. Seth Rollins for the win.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Edge doesn't need it.
Okay. Oh man. You've gone one each, and I'm being the tiebreaker here, just like this match itself. This is also so microcosmic. Edge has to win, doesn't he?
Well, now
Go. Yeah, it could be something. Very true. There are two options here. So they're on.
Although Seth hasn't actually proved it could be a DQ.
No contest. Yeah.
So, did these guys move over to Raw?
Yeah.
But
Seth
again,
and
all the changes don't go into all the draft changes don't go into effect till after Crown Jewel.
But it's after this show. But I'm thinking, presumably Big E is still going to be champion coming out of this one, so they need a strong heel challenger, and these guys are the most likely candidates. So maybe Rollins winning makes sense. Kind of sucks for Edge, but he can disappear and then come back at the Rumble, and he'll be fine. So yeah, I'll go for Rollins too.
Wow.
Even though it feels like the home invader should get some comeuppance. What the hell?
I'll stick with Edge, and then he takes time off.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, Seth Rollins could beat him up, because like there was that neck injury or whatever. Well, the kayfabe neck injury, where Seth Rollins looked like he was disgusted with himself. So they could repeat that, which would be hijinks. What if they recreated the Foley thing, where Foley's like, you know, being gurneyed out, and then Edge comes up and he's like, "No, I'm not being stretchered out. Get me back in the box." They could do that.
They could do that. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking Edge kind of... He's lost so much lately.
Yeah, kind of like Lashley.
Kind of like Lashley.
Please don't invent a short version of Gorg for Rollins.
Oh, what would that be?
I don't know.
Sens.
Sens.
Too bad. Should I change to Edge? No, I've already written it down. I'll stick with it.
I mean, I can change it. It's
Even
digitally. It's not a problem.
I'm starting to think more and more that it's a bad idea. You know what? I'm changing my mind.
All right.
Heels don't win in Saudi. It's a glorified house show. Faces always win.
Heels don't win.
When I say heels don't win in Saudi, I mean like specifically on WWE pay-per-views. In like government and stuff.
No.
Hey, you said it. It's on the board now.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Let's say this here. Hold on 1 sec.
Okay, let's move on before I change my mind back because Queen's Cup. So this is the one earlier on. Will mentioned we need to find out who's actually in the final, but we know that either Shayna Baszler or Doudrop will face Zelina Vega. So you got to imagine whoever wins that one is winning the whole thing. I'm gonna go with Shayna Baszler for the winner here.
Yeah, that would seem the obvious choice, wouldn't it?
She's already the queen of clubs.
That's right. And you know, they haven't really done much with her lately. I feel like Queen's Crown's a good opportunity to get her back into the fight scene, if you will.
She's kind. They have recently, actually, the last couple of weeks, they've she's been doing a little bit more. She's been basically injuring people on purpose. She broke, I say broke in air quotes,
Right.
Nia Jax's wrist on the steps.
Not her hole?
Not her hole, no. That hole's fine, as far as I know.
Okay.
And she also injured Dana Brooke as well. So she's been made out to be a bit of a
Reckless, gotcha.
bit of a monster
Or a reckless worker.
or a reckless worker. It's kind of ironic that she injured Nia Jax, but there you go.
Who have you got, Will?
Yeah, I'm going with Paisley.
Not the Dewdrop. All right, that's it. Shayna all round. Let's go straight over to King of the Ring then. The men's version. Finn Balor is in the final. He's taking on either Jinder Mahal or Xavier Woods.
I feel bad not fantasy booking the King of the Ring stuff here this year. Maybe we would have done that last week if we were here.
I didn't even see the brackets.
Same. I went under the radar, really.
They just done it in like 2 weeks, so it's been really quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go Finn Balor.
Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
Crazy, man.
Call me crazy. But I'm going for Xavier Woods. That's my prediction right there. If I can fit it in the box. Hold on.
Woods. Wow.
Actually, I'll say Finn Balor because they normally turn into a bit of a cocky heel, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
I mean, you know, Booker T, Corbin, Sheamus, there's 3 right away. I can't see Balor doing that, but you could see Jinder Mahal doing that.
I can see Jinder Mahal doing it.
Jinder Mahal could definitely do that.
Just like they, they gave him the WWE title or whatever. I could see them doing that as well. When they did it.
He was the modern day Maharaja.
Mm-hmm.
That basically means king.
That's right.
Also, Rey Mysterio means king. And he was in it, apparently. And Ricochet's Twitter handle, I think, is like King Ricochet or something, so could have been him as well.
Oh, yeah.
And also King Kofi Kingston. I mean, let's not go there. That's some unfortunate initials.
Whoa.
But it's in his name. It's King Stone. Also, Finn Balor could then go by King Prince Devitt. That would be funny.
Well, yeah.
Just King
Become a
Prince.
king, don't they?
No, the options are open for all of these guys. Xavier Woods winning would be fun, given that they've given Kofi and Big E world titles now, but not Woods. So it would be nice for him to have something.
What, a crown and a stick?
A crown, yeah.
Don't we get the stick?
Oh, he gets the stick too. But yeah, I have to go for Balor. It just makes most sense. He's the Demon King.
Of course, yeah. I didn't think of that.
Everyone's a king. Except Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is not a king.
No, he's not. He won't be on the show either.
Oh, that's true. Well, that should have been a little spoiler. King of the Ring brackets with the finals being in Saudi and Sami Zayn's in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
He's not making.
What kind of an underline is that? Hold on, I'll italicize it here. Hold on.
What are you italicizing?
There we go.
Oh, the Demon King.
I mean, I can make it larger actually to emphasize it. Really.
That's right. I'm not really giving it that much emphasis.
I know. But I think it would be funny. And also, it's a lot more tasteful than calling somebody the Jewish Gorg.
It's not my fault that he's Jewish, okay? That's just the guy. He's Jewish.
Factually correct.
You're factually right, yeah.
Nor did I call him Gorg. That was the production department.
As we've established, yeah, that's true.
Neither part of I'm taking no responsibility for Goldberg being the Jewish Gorg. It's not. It's totally out of my hands. I've merely drawn attention to it.
There you
Like,
go.
the Demon King, Finn Balor.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like the Demon Finn King Balor there.
Well, I had to move the over so it fits. Plus, nobody reads down like that.
Oh.
Unless you're like one of those illiterate sign holders that WWE sometimes has.
Yes.
Yeah.
Occasionally you get that. Okay, move on to the title matches then. The Raw Tag Team titles are up for grabs. Current champions RK Bro defending against former champions AJ Styles and Omos. I got a feeling RK Bro are retaining.
Considering there was that rumor that they were about to break up Omos and Styles in the draft, I think RK Bro's got to retain, perhaps here.
Well,
Maybe
the rumor
not,
was that
I don't
they were
know.
gonna split and then they just didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they didn't for a reason.
That's also true. Maybe they'll give them the titles.
But they put back together and talk fucking.
All right.
I'm saying okay, bro.
Okay.
Hold on one sec here. Okay, bro. Is that across the board here?
Yeah.
I was just enjoying the music for a minute.
Oh, sorry.
So RK Bro definitely retaining. SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky, are these all still gonna be on SmackDown? Becky Lynch. No, Becky's moving, isn't she?
Yeah, Becky's going to Raw, and so is Bianca.
Big time back.
Okay. So Becky, Bianca, and Sasha Banks in a three-way. In order to keep the belt on SmackDown, Sasha needs to win.
Yeah.
But Raw Women's Champion Charlotte has gone to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Maybe they just do what? Didn't they just swap the tag belts?
The tag belts, yeah.
The last one. So maybe they just do that again. Which is ridiculous, but the way
Which
around.
then means that Sasha has no chance in hell.
In hell.
So, I've got Becky retaining.
Yeah, Becky retains. Big time Beck. She's now known.
Is that actually out?
Yeah. They've got a. It's quite funny on Raw actually. They've got one of the augmented reality thing they do now with the entrances.
Yeah.
They had a big, quite similar to Reigns' massive version of himself
Yeah.
that appears at the start of his entrance. They got a big face of Becky wearing sunglasses and the hair going all over the place. It's the first time they use it on Raw. And Corey Graves said, "I'm not going to sleep for a week after seeing that." It was ridiculous.
I kind of saw it.
There
Yeah,
it
here
is. There you had it.
I just had it. Yeah, hold on. There it is. Yeah, look at this.
Oh god, that's horrific.
There it is. I kind of dig it, but it is very nightmare fuelish for sure.
Yeah.
It looks like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade balloon float somehow.
All of the AR graphics look like N64 era kind of. Everything's too like there's no texture on anything. It's all too plasticky.
Yeah.
I hate that range one.
The range one. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Where it looks like he's about to nut.
Something's about to bust.
Lesnar's got one as well.
Something is about to bust. Yeah.
They had last night on SmackDown. Lesnar started. They got the skeleton thing that his logo. That was just appearing on as he made his entrance.
The Oscar one's probably one of the worst ones there.
Yeah, that looks alright.
The Oscar one
looks like Star Fox.
That's Nightmare Fuel.
Hold on a minute. Okay, hold on one sec here. Just want to make sure I didn't. Oh, wrong button. Make sure we didn't cut to anything unvetted here. Who's this guy?
That's John.
Just somebody on a laptop.
That's John.
This is John.
Oh, John. Yeah.
Make him redundant.
Big John. He probably is, man. I was going to take him last year.
Sure, yeah. I can't find it. I can't find the entrance graphic. Hold on.
Wait on, Phil.
The AR graphic for Roman Reigns. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it is. For 30 minutes. Yeah, there you go. Just him nutting.
That's ridiculous.
Because like when he comes out, he does.
It looks like his head's on backwards.
Here, can I? Hold on, me.
It kind of looks like his arms are the other way around, right?
Yeah, a little bit actually. I literally had this on mute. Thank you. Yeah, when he comes out and it's like it animates here.
Just a little raw now. There you
Oh.
Now that looks like something out of the Nintendo 64 era.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Just repeats. Wow, great video, pal.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyway.
They're all so crap. I hate them. They've got to go away.
Yeah, they are.
I've also linked you there to a trademark application for Big Time Bex,
Oh, God.
including that is an image where it says Big Time Bex there. That's an image file. Someone has just written Big Time Bex and saved it as a JPEG, I guess.
Nice.
Entirely sure why. So they filed that last month. How long do they have it for? When can I steal it? No idea. Shame. David Beckham should have got that.
Yeah, sure. Oh, the lager company.
Yeah.
Actually, they should do a sponsorship deal to tie in Becky Lynch and Beck.
Do they do alcohol sponsorships?
Didn't they do Budweiser recently? I think that was, it made the news, didn't it? Well, I say made the news, it wasn't like BBC One. But
Breaking news.
that was, yeah, I'm sure they did Budweiser advert, and everyone was like, oh, they're doing alcohol again.
Not Steve Weiser.
No, Broken Skull IPAs.
Smoot, you going for Becky as well?
Yeah, Big Time Duck, sorry. Yeah.
Aye.
I spelled it differently so we don't get trademark sued.
Yeah. Big time.
Sorry.
So which world title are we going to first? Big E Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
Oh, one sec here. Hold on a moment. Oh, there we go. I'll have to save this as a different file. But go ahead, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay. I think Drew McIntyre might actually win this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a bold prediction. I like that. Is that who you're going with?
Yeah. I'm not particularly keen on the idea of someone running around Riyadh with a sword, but you know. Anyway.
But you're okay with Goldberg threatening to kill somebody in Saudi Arabia?
Well, yeah, I think the wrong feud. Just give him the sword here, I think. Maybe Goldberg can borrow the sword off Drew.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gimmick infringement, pal.
No holds barred.
It's true.
Exactly.
Anything goes.
How
is Drew McIntyre going to get the sword through TSA onto the plane?
Well, yeah.
Just say I'm going to Saudi Arabia, and they'll be like, okay, we understand.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you need that. Yeah.
I think it's got to be Big E for me.
Yeah, me too. Too soon for him to lose.
I think it's too soon, but I don't know. I've just got a feeling they might put it back on Drew again.
Isn't Drew going to SmackDown?
Yeah.
I mean, just taking both belts? Or SmackDown's getting the both?
Actually,
although Lesnar, I suppose. Lesnar's a free agent.
Yeah, true. And they did actually kind of hype up Survivor Series as well, actually, already. On Raw, they were saying if whoever wins is going to take on Reigns at Survivor Series.
Take on Reigns? Or Lesnar?
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, they did say both.
Champion versus champion.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, yeah, it's going to be Big E winning, isn't it? Because McIntyre's going to SmackDown, so.
Well, you never know. If Lesnar wins, he could take the other one to Raw. Have to change the colours of the belts.
I mean, you did say you think Drew McIntyre might win.
You did.
It's on the box.
Well, no. Yeah, I'll stay with McIntyre. They like swords and Saudi Arabia, don't they? So.
All right, if you're sure.
They make swords in Saudi Arabia.
It's true.
They do.
Alright.
So that leaves us with just the main event. From Big E to Big Dog, Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman versus Brock Lesnar, maybe with Paul Heyman. Universal Championship on the line. What else is there to say?
Man, I kind of feel like Brock Lesnar might win this, but Brock Lesnar is a face, strangely enough.
Yeah, that's true.
But heels don't win in Saudi Arabia.
Oh man, would they really? They would. But if I have to phrase something that says, would WWE, would they do such and such? They would. That's the problem for me. Universal Champion on the line. Who are you guys picking first? I'll go last.
Give a prediction, actually. Just you all remember the match from years ago? It was the custody of Dominic match.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
Like a ladder match.
That is supposedly retcon.
Dominic on a pole.
Yeah.
Someone has mocked up the graphic from that match. And done this instead, which I think is hilarious. You can throw that up for it.
God, yeah, hold on. That's pretty good. I'm glad that somebody had to track down the sit-down interview with Michael Cole, so that
Paul Heyman picture.
Yeah. They get the crying Paul Heyman image. Hold on, let me throw that up on the... There you go. I mean, that's basically what it is, without the ladder. I mean, you're not wrong.
I wonder if
Lesnar's
he's...
face there. What's happened to Lesnar?
Photoshop.
That's Photoshop, yeah. Oh, that is his new look with his onion head.
Yeah, it's not just the hair, but like the whole face is too. There's a lot going on there on that face.
I wouldn't be calling him an onion head. He's still dangerous. I saw what he did to that cow.
What did he do when he butchered the cow?
I've had a go at Goldberg's kid and offended Brock Lesnar. Someone's gonna come and get me. Oh, and they offended the Saudi government as well.
Yeah.
So who you picking?
I think Heyman's gonna turn on Reigns and go back at Lesnar. So I'm gonna say Lesnar.
I was thinking that.
They did a little sort of recap video of what's been going on, and they were quite keen to emphasise that Heyman's been with Lesnar since he started.
Yeah.
And they've never really explained why. Well, they kind of when he turned up at Reigns, but they never really explained why he left Heyman, or has he ever left Heyman? I don't think he has. I think this is his plan. Because he is the wise one.
He's been with Lesnar since he debuted in 2002, except for that brief time after Survivor Series 2002 where he turned on him and cost him the title against Big Show.
That's right.
And then he was with Big Show and Kurt Angle for a while. And then just kind of went back to Lesnar.
I think they've built up quite an interesting story though, for once in WWE. It's,
I don't yeah, it has been pretty good. From what I've heard, it's Heyman's, well, Heyman's Heyman, he always sells whatever he's doing.
Yeah, Heyman's been brilliant. Funny you should make that picture there about him crying. He was actually crying in one of the segments last week, where he thought Reigns had disowned him, and he was begging him to take him back. It was like a jilted lover. But you know that's what he does, isn't he? He's that good.
He's sneaky. Didn't he do the not a prediction, it's a spoiler thing against Lesnar? He actually said that he's all in on the. Yeah.
I think I
when he says that.
final. Yeah, no, he's not really. But then again, does he know that he's gonna help Brock?
He might. Smoot has a very long prediction here. I can't read it, but
It says, I think Will is onto something about Heyman turning on Reigns, but I don't think that will be enough to stop the big dog and arm Peacock and head of the table and lazy leaky Joe and and Hyundai sponsor and champion that everyone must acknowledge, Roman Reigns.
Right. So that's a Reigns prediction.
I'm going with Reigns.
So you think Heyman turns on Lesnar?
I think Will's onto
Reigns,
something with that.
Sides with Lesnar, but Lesnar loses anyway.
Yeah.
Man, what a chump.
Yeah, I just think. And Heyman's going to be involved somewhere, obviously. You know, that much is a given. But. So they've never really explained how he actually left Heyman. You know, we know he's at range, fair enough, and we can explain why, but he's never said he's left. Oh, what was he? The advocate?
The advocate, yeah.
Next week I'll have this as 2 different Photoshop files. That way I won't have to jankily switch between them. But I think Will is right. I do think there is something there to a Heyman turn of some sort. You can never trust him.
It has to be a title change.
But would you... A title change in Crown Jewel in the beautiful city of Riyadh?
If Heyman switches, yeah, it has to. There's no need for him to change if it's not, impactful. If he doesn't do something.
If they're building this up as a major event, then why not? Why not have a title change?
Well, maybe.
And I mean, to be honest, I'd rather they didn't. I like seeing Reigns as champion.
Yeah, I like Reigns as champion because then I can do the wacky the titles in the box.
Apparently, it's come out this week as well that the internal feeling, as they put it, is they want the Rock match to be in LA, which
Hollywood Rock
would be not next WrestleMania, the WrestleMania after.
It's going to be, 52 by then?
God.
If he's going to do this thing, he has to do it soon.
Well, yeah.
Reigns can't just be champion that whole time.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. I hadn't really considered the Rock's age, but yeah, you're right in it as well. And he might even be president as well.
Yeah, there's that.
That's true, yeah.
There's that as well. So, Have you played?
Two WrestleManias would be 2023.
Well, the next one's in Dallas.
Yeah.
Sorry. Next one's in Dallas, and the one after that's in LA.
But he could. They're not going to have him run as a Democrat next time round, are they? The 2024 elections. I mean, he could be WWE champion while running for president. I mean, that would be something.
Have you played the ridiculous thing that was 2K20, the last one, whatever it was?
No, I didn't play that.
The dog shit.
It was.
They have been for years.
The career mode revolves around you create your own superstar and whatever, and then it's set in the future where it starts off you're being inducted into the Hall of Fame and then it goes back on itself. The reason I'm telling you this is you get a phone call off The Rock congratulating him on being inducted, and
he's the president.
He's the president.
Okay.
And he actually shows up like in the game as well as president.
With the Secret Service guys all around him.
Yeah. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere, because I'm sure it's somewhat leaked.
I did watch the first episode of Young Rock, and he didn't mention anything about being WWE champion in that.
Huh.
It is all about him running for president.
Royalties
telling his life story.
And he was interviewed this week, wasn't he? He's not saying no, is he?
He's been kind of hinting towards it for a long time.
Well, he said something this week about, it's all different factors involved and everything, but apparently he has actually looked into it. He said they've had official research done into possibility. Apparently he owns Dwayne Johnson for President.com or something like that.
God.
That came out last year, that's the main thing. It might not be that exact domain, but something like that. Turns out this company owned it.
Dwayne Johnson for President.com is available on GoDaddy auction, so we could buy that.
We can just quick and sell to him for millions.
Anyway. Anything else to add to the Crown Jewel show? We can briefly talk about AEW for a sec.
Bonus questions.
What have you got for bonus?
Will anybody be mad?
Oh my god! No!
Not on the show, no, not
No!
on TV.
No!
You're working on big time. Never know.
I'm not even gonna entertain the question. I'm not even gonna entertain it.
Second bonus question. What would the real feel temperature be?
Oh, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hold on.
Real feel.
Hold on 1 sec here.
I'm on with 85. I don't know 85 what, I was going to say 85.
I think it's going to be more than... so... What time would it be?
It's
Should
5
it be on
o'clock, so it's
5
1
o'clock our
o'clock.
time?
Yeah. I think it's midday Eastern time, and that's what the advert says.
So 5 a.m. here.
No, PM.
Definitely watching that live.
PM.
What?
Yeah.
PM?
Yeah, in the afternoon.
5 here. How far ahead are they of us then? Can't be more than...
Yeah, it's not. That's what I'm saying. This is time zone. Time zone is not too different, so it's at a reasonable time for us.
Yeah, time zone, so it's 2:30. They're only 2 hours ahead. Wow, okay. Right, so their temperature now is 26 degrees.
That's Celsius, I imagine.
Yeah, because that would be really cold. 26 degrees. That's not too bad.
No, that's quite warm.
But it is 3 a.m.
That's really warm. Early in the,
Yeah.
Wow, 26 early in the morning. That's like
So-
big time.
Morning
So
there.
I'm guessing it must be pushing 40 then. It's daytime.
Yeah. So at 9 a.m. it's going to be 36 degrees. Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon. It's going to be. So what? I don't know what Fahrenheit's are. 30 C in F is 86.
So I was close to 85 then.
Wow. 40 is 104. I'm going to go with a nice round real feel of 100 degrees.
Oof.
Because even if it's below that, they're going to just lie.
They'll add to it.
They'll add to it like they do with attendance figures.
Yeah.
So you're saying in Fahrenheit, 100 degrees?
Yeah, real feel 100 degrees.
Okay, hold on 1 sec there. Put that over here. That's actually a really good bonus question. I like that. I would go. I'm gonna say. I'll go 95. And Will, what do you say?
I'm going to slightly up my prediction and go 87.
87. Oops, sorry. 87. Okay. Hold on 1 sec here. This is not easy to do live, I have to say.
I think he's done quite well, to be fair.
Hold on 1 sec here. Oop. I'll have to get Beans' predictions on the real feel. He's gonna be like, what the hell? What did I miss on the show? Like a lot. Yeah, hopefully they actually acknowledge that during the program. I'd love to know what the actual temperature is. I mean, is this for the point or no? I would assume
No.
no. Okay.
No.
We don't do bonus because Chuck's is a misery.
Yeah, we gotta change that rule at some point.
I don't know why
Stickler for
Chuck
the
is
rules.
the official on this situation.
Because I have the papers. I have, you know.
Right, yeah. Sorry, I do apologize.
Papers.
All right. Hopefully, no more bonus questions because I can't fit it on the screen.
Ha. No, I've got nothing else.
Okay. So let's briefly talk about AEW here. Let me get away from Crown Jewel. Did you guys watch Dynamite this past week?
Was there a Dynamite this week?
Good. Okay. Yeah, that was a trick question. Gotcha. Haha. Fooled you.
Ah, right. Okay. 'Cause I didn't know for sure. Because usually we get it on a Friday,
Mm-hmm.
like a Friday night. But I looked at my my box, my Sky box, and there was no AEW on it. And I did a little
Right.
search for it. If I missed it, did it not record? And it said it's on Tuesday night this week.
Oh, that's horseshit, pal. Because it's about to be on in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, we never get it live anyway. So, like, it's just the way it goes. So yeah, I was just.
I didn't know
haven't
it was
seen
like.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for it. I didn't catch Rampage last night, the buy-in, and you did mention something about Tony Khan earlier when we were beginning the prediction
right.
game.
The Friday Night War.
Yeah. He made media rounds to promote Rampage and Dynamite in Miami, Florida this week, and spoke to the New York Post about an ad that aired on October 10th for SmackDown, which promoted the last 30 minutes of the show as commercial-free, the Super SmackDown on FS1. While on topic, Khan said that he can go that route as well because he has more money. Saying,
That's great.
saying, quote, it's a little bit different in the Wednesday Night Wars because that was from the very beginning of Dynamite and we put our head down and it was an every week thing. That seemed like pretty predatory, which is fine if that's how you want to play it. It's not outwardly how they've shown they wanted to play. I've coined a phrase which is watch your wrestling, WYW. Whatever people want to watch, I want them to watch it. Unfortunately, if we are on at the same time, it's harder for people to watch their wrestling at least live. We can take the commercials out of it. If you want to take the commercials out of it, I can do that too. It doesn't seem very civil, but I have more money than they do, so I can afford to do that longer than they can. But that's how we make money at the end of the day, so I was surprised when they took those out.
Nice.
Battle of the Billionaires Part 2.
He does have more money. He has a lot of money.
Is this where he challenges Vince to a fight like Bischoff did?
God. You see the ad right here and all that jazz. What is the last 30 minutes is commercial free? So,
Yeah, I don't. I mean, surely that's a direct shot. It's nothing to do with FS1.
don't actually still have the image
Surely.
of Gorg up.
Surely that's a direct shot, because, I mean, there's one thing going the extra half hour, but then to take out the ad so you know that you don't want people switching over.
Yeah.
Surely that's, someone's said, well, hang on, we're going. Apparently they're not competition, but they kind of are.
Yeah, I've seen people make that comparison where WWE won't acknowledge AEW as competition, but yet here they are trying to...
And they keep doing stuff like
Yeah.
this, like moving NXT head to head.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that interview Tony Khan said as well, I think the whole point of him, they put Rampage on so late, was because they knew people will be watching SmackDown.
Right.
So they're acknowledging it. So, like, I don't quite. There's a point in this somewhere. I'm not quite sure what it was.
I'm not entirely sure what the point is, but I think if your point is what I think it is, my answer would be something like when you're the bigger brand, you don't acknowledge the smaller one.
Yeah.
It gives them credibility. So you say, "Oh, I don't know. We're just doing our thing. They can do whatever they want to do." not even on our radar.
Mm.
But AEW, anyone watching AEW knows WWE and
Yeah.
what they're doing, so it doesn't really matter if they talk about whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
It was the same with TNA. It was the same thing all the time. They would TNA would refer to WWE, title wins and whatever, but not the other way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Pretend it's not happening.
Do you think we are going to see? I mean, we joked about it the Friday Night War, but do you think it's going to turn into that? Do you think that we're going to see more stuff? Maybe not every week, but do you think more things like this happening?
I think if they're going to do a war, I would go straight for Monday nights.
Well, this is it, because apparently Dynamite's been beating Raw, isn't it? If you compare the two.
Apparently, something about the demos are looking really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so.
So I don't know that your B show. I know they don't want to admit that it's a B show, but it is. I don't know if you put Rampage up against. I guess SmackDown's a B show too, but it's enough of a. It's close enough to an A show that I wouldn't want to do anything other than my strongest.
SmackDown's the A show, apparently. No, that's the way it's looked at internally. Since they moved to Fox, they don't see Raw as the flagship anymore.
I heard that back at the time, but
you can tell by the stuff they do with the likes of they've just done the draft. They did the first one on SmackDown. And
yeah.
Then, obviously they carried on Raw, but it used to be they'd start everything, all the big stuff would happen on Raw, and then you get it would follow on SmackDown, but.
And they have put Reigns on there, so that kind of shows the series.
No, I don't think they see Raw as what it used to be.
Yeah, you could be right. No one else does either.
No.
Yeah, I don't know though. I think I would still go after their flagship show.
I mean, if they decided to go for Raw, it would be a huge scalp, if you like.
Although I could be totally wrong because I don't know about the cable and network whole deal. You want to be on the same playing field as whatever it is that you're challenging, right? If SmackDown's just in more homes, you can't really compete. You're always going to lose that fight.
I think
whichever one they can be equal to, I would do.
I don't think it would be good to go even if it's at any time, whether it's Raw or SmackDown. I think it'd be good to have an AEW show at the same time, because you're forcing people to choose.
It'd be a statement, yeah.
And maybe they might win one or two. People might tune into the first one just out of curiosity. And they make the big thing, Dynamite or Rampage beat Raw or whatever. But then I think slowly wrestling fans, they're always going to go for one and be called the other, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you do, which one do you watch live.
Well, that's a funny thing too. Apparently, the ratings as of some point next year are going to take streaming into account.
Yeah,
I don't know about DVRs, but streaming is going to be included.
Yeah, I read that as well.
I think if you added I think they call it the +7, so anyone who records it and watches it within the week, that's also another thing. That should be included. I know it's late and you want to get the thing out the next day or in the next couple of days, but it should be factored in, I think.
Well, isn't it the America? You can probably tell us more, but you guys use the Nielsen system over there?
Yes, correct.
And apparently a lot of broadcasters are losing faith in that. It's not accurate.
Is it the?
That's why they're going with a different system or different systems, depending on what
It's
which
the
broadcast service.
the Dave Meltzer of the rating system, apparently, with people wanting a different source of some sort. Yeah. Yeah, I.
Nielsen just add an extra 2 million viewers for anything from Japan.
Yeah, I honestly they should have counted. They should have been counting as like streaming and all that like years ago.
Oh
Especially with like YouTube views and things like that, and why not just other forms of like media piracy. Apparently, you just can't tabulate that as well.
I don't know if you
think the
can get
whole way
accurate numbers
they
on all that.
do,
That's true.
yeah, I think the whole way they do ratings, even over here, it's ridiculous. Because I think we use the system might be different now. Years ago, I heard about it. They have like a select amount of people.
Yeah.
And they've all got like recorder boxes attached to the TVs or whatever they use.
Yeah, that's how Nielsen do it.
Is it?
Yeah, they have people from across, and then they just like extrapolate from that.
Yeah.
So then that's massively inaccurate.
Well, exactly.
Also, if I'm watching, I don't know, if I'm watching SmackDown, and then I turn the TV off and go, does that count as a view for whatever's on after? Does Crisley get my rating?
Yeah, that was always because I remember hearing someone make a joke about that once. Just someone was trying to hype the program or whatever it was, and they said even if you're not watching it, just turn your TV on anyway. It counts as a view. But then that's the other thing as well. I mean, like you say, you might be watching SmackDown on your own one week.
Yeah.
And then next week you have 5 mates round and you're watching SmackDown all together. There's 6 people technically watching the TV, but it's only going to count as one.
Yeah, because you register your house as how many people are in your house.
Exactly.
So your rating then becomes like a family home. And
yeah.
You get the number of homes watching and the number of people in the homes watching, which apparently is how AEW has been winning a lot of the things. Apparently more people per home watch AEW. Mostly WWE people watch on their own.
Yeah, I can see where that's coming from. Surely there's got to be a better way of doing ratings than this modern day and age.
Can't like the networks themselves see these days who's watching and how many and stuff? Surely that's out there. You can see on YouTube watching live now how many people are there.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. You'd think so, but I mean, I suppose there's a bit of, especially with old school TV, there's probably a bit of data protection stuff involved in that. So, I don't really know how that would actually work out, but because you're talking about all kinds of privacy laws, then aren't you? They can see what you're watching. But it's got to be some better way of doing it.
Put that in the contract, wouldn't you? Like Facebook, anything you watch is going to be recorded.
I mean, I don't know how that would work. Maybe some kind of app these days that you could. And I suppose it's the same situation, then, though, isn't it? Where you've got you're getting
it's only
the data from many people. So yeah. But yeah, there's got to be some better. That's what they're talking about now, is because they don't trust Nielsen anymore, apparently. So
what do they ever do?
Looking into different. I don't know.
When everything goes to streaming, then we will, because they have to know, like Netflix have to know how many people are watching
stuff. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Anything streaming, that's just how many connections you've got to that thing.
Right.
So, I guess the sooner we can get rid of this old TV system and switch over.
Yeah, I think it would be a while getting there, but it's like they still use it actually. As far as I know, they still use it. The radio rating system over here is literally based on like the TV. It's a select amount of people.
Yeah.
But there's no electronic recording like there is for TV. It's literally down to someone has a diary and writes down what they've listened to that
I
day.
was gonna say, surely, like they have to just.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just so old-fashioned.
And who's gonna do that?
Well, apparently, obviously, you must have a selector. I think they call it a jury.
Sure.
They have a jury of listeners who listen to different things, and they have a radio diary. They write down what it was, what station it was on, how long they listened for.
Oh, I can't imagine actually doing that. And surely, don't most people who listen to the radio just listen to the one thing?
Well, yeah.
You listen to radio too, and that's just your thing. You listen to that all day while you're at work or whatever.
Yeah, you don't really flick between channels that you would on the TV, would you?
No, no, you really don't.
I don't know if they still do that. I know it was up until fairly recently when they heard it was still done. Maybe they've finally got something else in place now, but
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose it's still going to be the same, isn't it? Even with like digital radio, you're not going to know how many people are connected. Yeah, well.
Oh, sorry, that was Twitter.
So good signs anyway that AEW's competing in the ratings, even if they're not totally destroying them yet. It's 2 years in, they're already kind of on a very similar level. It's
oh yeah, it's amazing when you look at how far they've come in that short amount of time. Especially when people were saying, it won't last a year and all this. And
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
not bad for a t-shirt company, pal.
Well, I bought my first bit of AW merchandise last week as well.
Really?
The Punk t-shirt?
I bought a CM Punk t-shirt. Well, I actually bought two things. I bought a CM Punk t-shirt and an AW logo t-shirt.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those at some point.
I'm officially in the fan club.
You are all elite.
I am all in.
You're all in. There you go.
I'm going to wear my Punk shirt to the WWE show I'm going to in November, just because I'm a rebel.
Ah, you're going to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
You just want them to give you another shirt, right? If you appear on camera wearing the opposition's stuff, they say you have to take that off or turn it inside out or wear something else, cover it up. And if you say this is all I've got, they'll offer you a free t-shirt. Reigns t-shirt.
Yeah, I'll have that one after shop, please.
Nowadays, they'll probably just kick you out. I'm like, get out.
They could just kick you out. Or give you something from the back. They got like an old B team t-shirt or something.
God. They would do that too. Alrighty. I think that's it for our show because we're about to get out of here because Dynamite's about to start for tonight here. A special Saturday night Dynamite. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
No, I didn't even know it was on. Now you mentioned it, I remember them saying they were doing the two live shows, weren't they, back to back? Two nights back to back. But yeah, I forgot it was even happening.
What is this? This is like the end of Captain Marvel, and a cat is coughing up a hairball on the desk here of who I presume is Nick Fury. Oh, it's a cube. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's fine.
Have you not seen Captain Marvel?
No, I have not.
Oh well, don't bother.
All right, I won't.
It's really really poor. But that cat is where that cat scratched Nick Fury's eye out. Basically, that's the spoiler. If you're ever wondering where Nick Fury's eye went, that's where.
Alright.
Now I know.
Now I know.
Yeah, that's all you need to know from that film. The rest of it's complete pants.
And with that, we'll see you next week, hopefully with Beans, and we'll go over Crown Jewel and all that jazz. So until then, take care. Have a great one, everybody. Good night.